Добрый день. Получается, подорвалась Бэха. Номер определить не можем. Вот. Экипаж 2 человека был. И ребята как бы погибли все заживо. Не идентифицировать. Ничего. Вроде вот 122. Не знаю, к чему относится. Вроде вот к 11-й танковой армии. Вот еще к чему. Вот, получается, ребят прикопали. Вот, ну, могилки безымянные. Как бы, если кто знает, что, так как бы, что это за подразделение. Вот здесь вот они прикопаны. Вот там крест, автомат и каска. Вот. Вдруг видео ни до кого не дойдет, а телефон найдут. Вот. Получается, что так. Ну, в принципе, все. Мы еще живы.
So Putin scared of General Poov marching to Moscow a few days after Putin put Basov in Shyu's place. He gathered Gasimov, Bosov, and Shyu and publicly promised that he would no longer harass generals and put them in jail. However, 2 days later he continued to do so, in particular the president jailed General Poov, commander of the 58th Army, who had spoken out against Gasimov. Putin was afraid that the latter would repeat the fate of Pin and march to Moscow, but unlike the latter, he will not stop. Ukrainian International journalist Alexander Demchenko said this in an interview with Alexi, which can be seen on the Demitro YouTube channel. Putin is afraid of Russian generals, that's why he is mopping them up. At the same time, some of the generals are even in a more combative mood than Putin himself. Some are just corrupt, but for the most part they are people who can potentially resist Putin, not the regime but Putin. The analyst stressed, according to Demchenko, the generals want money and all the flows are concentrated in the hands of Putin and the cysts, and the former ask themselves the question, why don't we own these flows? Russian generals are a truly dangerous force that can bring out an army against Putin. The journalist believes Putin said a key phrase during his inauguration for a reason. He said that he had given a task for the security forces to prevent turmoil, which means that he assumed at that moment that turmoil in Russia was possible, and now we can see after the purge of generals has begun, who in Putin's opinion could have organized this turmoil. The expert explained, recently Russian military court has rejected a request to transfer Major General Ivan Puov to house arrest and ruled to keep him in pre-trial detention for 2 months. Puov, whose May the 17th arrest was first reported, is accused of misappropriating more than 130 million rubles or $1.5 million worth of metal purchased as humanitarian aid by Russian occupying authorities in southern Ukraine's Zap-era region. Popov previously oversaw the defense of Russian-occupied Zap-era as commander of the 58th Guards Combined Arms Army. He was relieved from that post last summer after complaining about systematic mismanagement within the armed forces. Directly to the military's top brass.